Hi guys, welcome back to Underwater Astrology for the week of February 24th, March 2nd through to... Hi guys, welcome back to Underwater Astrology for the week of February 24th through to March 2nd, 2024. This week we have the Sun in 5 degrees Pisces moving, I want to say, 7 degrees, so a degree a day, which is saying that our ego is getting clearer on compassion and everything Pisces themed, and that's going to be compassion to different themes and the 12 different zodiac signs. So that will be what we talk about now. For Aries rising, Pisces is in your 12th house, so it's really about understanding with this 5 degrees. It's all about exchanges of spiritual knowledge, overcoming loneliness or alienation, selling things, the issue of worth, collection plates, bric-a-brac, bargains, pulling efforts, fundraising. The shadow side is spiritual social exclusivity, giving things smaller worth than they deserve, fussing around about small details, people being stingy, never enough money. So, obviously, I think there were some charged words, and I think it's really the subconscious mind here you're working with. Bric-a-brac means miscellaneous objects and ornaments of little value. So I think it's like almost kind of like maybe your focus is on a bit of random tangents of, shopping sprees, but I don't think they're bad. And I think really when it comes down to it, by this week, you guys really deserve to spoil yourself, and I think you really deserve to let your dreams drive. Because by the end of the week, we end up in Pisces in 12 degrees, and it's all about, this symbol shows passing the tests that life, other people, spirituality, or karma throws at you. You are likely to find at times that you're being judged by those above or around you. It is difficult to see what their qualification to judge you are, but this is often the nature of progression. Through the ranks, people being critical of one another can lead to better behavior, better performances, or the like, or it can lead to feeling judged, violated, or intruded upon. It can seem as though our lives are like lessons we are periodically examined to see how we are doing on our course. Be careful not to shut yourself away to avoid being seen or having to endure criticism. The ordeal that comes with the higher realms of being, tests and trial, the inquisition, examinations, cross-examinations, proving courage and purity, being a candidate. And the shadow side of the shadow side of Sun in 12 degrees Pisces is really that people just saying, I told you so. So I think it's really about understanding that if you plan out your weeks accordingly, you know that this week you may feel like it's a bit like tougher on your subconscious mind just because you're so open to experiencing you're so open to experiencing this spiritual highness that you feel involved in the higher realms of these heavenly ordeals, or you feel like you see an opening in your creative habits, or this deep, deep, deep compassion. With Pisces in the 12th house, it's deep compassion. I see for some of you guys just wanting to help someone out on a project, and it's really fun because as we get deeper into this North Node Chiron conjunct, I think it really will be that your authentic self is truly helping people at times. For Taurus rising, this week is really about understanding that we're in 5 degrees Pisces, and it's really about having boundaries with what you know and you don't know, and not projecting too much. And I think it will be a really fun week for you to go thrifting and like kind of feel like you have a connection to physical objects, because Jupiter and Uranus is in the first house, and maybe you want to just spruce up your environment or your daily routine with that South Node Libra. And I see you guys almost doing like a puzzle or something engaging with the brain, something that helps you figure out maybe something that was troubling you, maybe at work, or you just couldn't find the balance in your, not work, but like your work routine, and you're like, okay, I want to go to the gym, but maybe I should do this before to relax. Maybe I need to try a different protein shake or something. And you feel that energy this week, that things are solvable through the distribution of energy. For Gemini rising this week, it's really about understanding that do not take those comments and those compliments, when I say comments, I mean the good ones on your career lightly. You should really use those as fuel, really bring in that energy from the people who complimented you, because trust me, those are the most important compliments of your life. The people who compliment you usually don't turn astray. They always probably stick on the compliment, even if the relationship was severe. Even if you do not talk to this person, at least extract the relationship for everything good it had. And if it's not working out, leave the relationship alone. Especially if somebody is like, I can't talk to you anymore, it's too complicated. It's just important to understand that maybe these people come back again, maybe they don't, but you don't know what's going on their side. And I think that's really important to factor in this week, because you might have all this beautiful gusto with Neptune and Pisces in the 10th, and then you have Sun and Pisces, and it's all about this collection of items, and then we move down to you guys just noticing how everything fits in together, and that is your puzzle piece here, Gemini rising, taking those compliments and doing something with them in your career. Or even in your love life, for some of you. Like maybe your old ex has said something really nice and you bring that energy to how you love yourself. Cancer rising, for this week, really take it easy. I think you've done so much for the other person this week. It's really about collecting yourself and your soul tribe and focusing on groups of people. And your whole thing, Cancer rising, is the cardinal, right? You're a cardinal, you're a crab. So it's really about understanding you're so loving and caring. This compassion can be shared. You don't need to necessarily focus on one person all the time. Can you spread the love? Because Pluto in Aquarius is in conjunct naturally with Cancer. So it's like you naturally will learn how to spread this beautiful, loving, warmth energy to many people this week. For Leo rising, this week is really about understanding that it really is important to kind of understand that we are in Pisces season, and this is a beautiful in conjunct with your Sun and rising. And I think that it's really important to kind of see that there's a lot of passion here for, intimacy. This passion for understanding art as well. The art of communication, the art of the psyche, the art of, even with the beautiful combination of South Node Libra, North Node Aries, a beautiful combination of your belief system and your art practice, or the way you kind of tie in how you've collected everything you've communicated about, and also the way your belief system is. For Virgo rising, this week it's really about understanding that this North Node Aries transit is making you anything but weak. You are extremely brave and you are extremely protected. And this week, you have to lay the foundation for some of this new vision you have with Jupiter and Uranus and Taurus. It's really making you see a new, brighter vision, right? And you really have to put the pieces together and lay the foundation of how you want to start this new project, this new vision, right? It could involve someone else. It could be traveling. You might be going on a trip and you're like, okay, I need to start budgeting, or I need to open up a savings account. For some of you, I want to go back to school. How do I do that? For some of you, I want to experience new cultures or learn a new language. And this week, I really think you're given the energy, the zest to begin something new and exciting to do with learning a new skill. For Libra rising this week, it's very important that you are focusing on love. Yes. That you are empowering your love life, that you're empowering your self-love, that you're empowering your creative routine. And when you do that, people are attracted to your self-love, so don't worry about everything else. Just start off with the self-love, and everything pretty much comes through that magnetism of that vibration of the frequency of your aura. With all that self-love, people are like, yeah, I want to buy a product, or I want to hear something you're selling me. Or something you're selling. I want to hear about something you're selling. For Scorpio rising, this week it's really about understanding, again, hear how have you changed since last March when Pluto entered Aquarius. Are you different? I'm sure you are. You're much more lucid in your love life. Like, you guys are much more open and willing to give people a chance to come in. And how can we work on that and really open up to the universal love? If some of you are not ready to move to the next chapter of your love life, how can we incorporate universal love? Is it healing your daily routine? How can we get this self-love to help your daily routine? And that's what I see for you this week, Scorpio rising. For Sagittarius rising this week, it's really take a breath. You know, you guys have all that communication charged energy, and now you guys are really thinking about your work routine because Uranus is out of shadow. So now you're like, okay, it's really time for me to kind of, add an additional component to my daily routine. Maybe you guys get new sneakers so that you can get a more comforting jog in. Maybe you guys get a new sweater to jog in all weathers. It's something like that. It's something like maybe there's just something missing in your daily routine to like kind of tighten it and make it healthier. For some of you, it's like just getting a new water bottle or something. I see something like that. Okay, Capricorn rising this week, it's really simple. It's really about understanding your self-worth and how that can attract better communication for you guys. When you guys start putting in the love of your self-worth, you really start to sign off these connections a lot more dignified. And I think that for you, people are looking at you for the fatherly energy, right? And the Saturn-like energy of like this wise soul. And I think it's important to be an owl in communication, but it's also important to reinstate what you know about communication. Again, kind of like last week, it's really important to sign off these emails, just making sure they're a bit more formal than usual and making sure that you're really heard in your values. For Aquarius rising this week, it's like, we had the driver's permit of you guys last year. Now you have your driver's license again. This week, it's really about, with this Pluto and Aquarius energy, it's really about understanding that, again, similar to Cancer, actually, it's like similar to Cancer, it's really about understanding, like, how can you focus on different people? And again, similar to last week, building up that soul tribe energy. We really need to build right now with all that, with Pluto and Aquarius moving into its first degree, which is all about, I'll read it, the Sabian symbol. It's really about, these creating civilizations out of natural elements, finding places to work with spirit, sanctuaries and learning houses, centers, withdrawing, spiritual retreat. For Pisces rising for the week of, February 24th to March 2nd, 2024. This is a great week for Pisces rising. I think from last week you got the hook in with everything, with Aquarius in your 12th house, learning how to maneuver through the collective, and Uranus and Jupiter in your 3rd house and Taurus, how to kind of maturate your thinking mind, understand what you're thinking about, and almost process it so that that Neptune in the 1st house can be seen in its highest light. It is alchemization of your fears, of what's keeping you behind. Why aren't you Aries in 2nd house with North Node and Aries and Chiron there? Maybe you're like, why am I not here? Why am I not there? You're maybe comparing yourself to other people with income, but I think the compassion with Chiron this week, conjuncting the North Node, I think opens you up to how can I give back with what I have. Because you guys are manifesting wealth with the North Node in your 2nd house. So there is a lot of fruitful energy to come, Pisces rising. And the full moon's in Virgo in your 7th house, bringing you relationships right at the start of the week. The new moon is in your sun sign or rising sign March 10th next week in 20 degrees Pisces. So there are no retrogrades, so you guys are right on track. Thank you so much for tuning into Underwater Astrology. Much love. Namaste.